EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, it's the Vikings head man Kevin O'Connell. His guys back in the U.S. looking to build off the win last week in Dublin. Across from him, it's Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His squad designated the home team here in the English capital. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And off we go from North London. He'll get across the 20, knock him down the 23-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10.
They'll motion over field. McCarthy going to look to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Rico Dowdle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. An even 40 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Now he'll run. And he's in. What a try. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Khalif Raymond to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's going to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
On play action, here's Jackson. The reception for Rondale Moore. They're going to work this down inside the 45. A big place to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action possession now. Jackson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the
A first down throw for Jackson. This pass complete to Raymond. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Second and 2 at the 19.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They will run it over center with Hall. Hall is hit. He's lost the football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him will wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Will run. It's Hall. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson.
The 2nd down pass. The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. A loss of 7. Brings up 3rd down and goal.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. This one is held in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Portland Sutton. Touchdown Browns. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This field ended about the 9. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Little play action here with McCarthy. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion, Okonkwo. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's another Vikings first down.
Now Dowdle. This time the slang becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. 10 yards the gain on the pitch some catch. First down, Minnesota.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now he takes off. And he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7. Setting up third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Vikings will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line. The second down pass. He was brought down by Denzel Ward. That's a gain of 6. Makes it
a touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the International Series in London after this. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. Now a 3rd and 2. As we are ready to get back underway. Pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
no gain.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10.
Again, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. That is brought in. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. To the air one more time with Jackson. To the goal line and in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield at time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Meyer, good on the extra point. And the Browns are on top. It's 14 to 10. The kickoff team is out in the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. A return now from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. play fake. It's McCarthy. And that ball led him too far. Maybe too wide. Out of bounds. Incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. He keeps it himself. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a pay.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
In motion, Okonkwo. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by Dowdle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And the defense can't stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Man in motion here is Jennings. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Open man is Jennings. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. Powerful run just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is 1st and goal.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Vikings. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Ryland's kick here is good. The Vikings move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense and Bruce Hall getting set for this next drive. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. we're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now McCarthy. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Taken down
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll run without it. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. The ball's out. The Browns have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8 from the 46. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Hall. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Jackson now from the 50. He finds Raymond for the completion. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game.
6-yard pickup.
Greg and
Brings
I
up
back
2nd and
to
4.
London, England
The 44-yard
after
line.
this. On 2nd down, a run with Hunt. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Another run here with Hall. He managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Khalil Mack, multiple time all-pro there on the tackle. On 2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17.
Now Jackson. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. The Browns will use the 1st of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Jackson. Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
First down, here's McCarthy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Play action now. Jackson. This pass complete to Raymond. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Give up the middle with Hall. They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give them 8 on that carry.
17-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Try to run for it with Dillon.
Gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Browns. First down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. They'll be taken in by Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Hall. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Short one there to Okonkwo. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Open right side is Okonkwo. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. One into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Browns 20.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Bruce Hall getting set for this next drive. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be taken in by Gordon Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll be ripped out of bounds after a gain of 6.
At his own 49-yard line.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on
Here's
the
a
play.
3rd down and
It's now
4.
3rd and 4.
To throw is Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
He'll swing this one out to Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up on the 11 yards on that one. First down, Cleveland.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll step up and run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. Had to push through one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he will score. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown, Vikings. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. Crazy. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Browns offense and Brees Hall getting set for this next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. A first down throw for Jackson. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
31-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 9.
And he'll be taken down after a gain 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Gain of 3 yards. And the Browns.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
34-yard line.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing Jackson. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
27 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They'll run with Dowdle. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They'll motion over Thielen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. They'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep you short of the first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tap on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now it's Jackson. The catch made there by Sutton. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
That's 10 at the 37-yard line.
Easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. From the 31, here's second down and 4. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now third.
They'll run the sneak. And he will score. Game on. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? I don't love the call. All week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Palmer now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
On second down, here's McCarthy. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Not much there, maybe a yard. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That one out wide. Dowdle. The defense uses its 2nd time out here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here, Watson.
He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taken at the 19. It'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Going quickly, that's Moore on the RPO. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Browns.
They'll drop the throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Jackson's pass.
2nd down, they need 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Jackson. He takes off. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
That's another Browns.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. Jackson now on 2nd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done. And this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and halftime ball.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. They'll run here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. It is 2nd down and 5.
No gain on the play.
The shotgun. It's a throw from McCarthy. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Man in motion here is Jennings.
40-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. There he goes again. And he will give himself up at the end of that one. Here comes 2nd down.
Samson Ebuka. 8 yards on the pickup.
They'll motion the slot man right.
At their 48-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's caught by Tolbert right side. A lot riding on this play. High gains, final minute, 3rd down. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. And now he'll run. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown on the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs. And we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. Here's Berrios on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there. And a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
Another run here with Hall. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now a 1st throw here in overtime. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right ahead, they go with Gillen. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Right back to Dillon. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. It's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Going to put a man in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is McCarthy. Will that one go downfield for Jennings? And that is incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. They'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd down. Jackson. He'll take off again. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He finds his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the pistol, it's a run with Dillon. And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. That's the 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before 3rd down. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win for the Browns. It'll be a long but happy flight home as they earn the victory here in London. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.